Hey guys, John Jones here with another edition of Tuesday Morning Coffee. I'm pleased to have a great guest today, Rovin Rhodes with All-Time Exterminating. All-Time is a company that I have been using now probably, how many years, Rovin? How many of y'all been?
7 years.
7 years. And they're great. There's two things I think that make them great, is their quality of service and their customer care. If I've ever had a little issue or anything with them, they don't make excuses. They just say, John, we're going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. And so I've loved using this company. But as we get into the spring, and Rovin, I'll tell you what I saw a few years ago, and you tell me. I know in the spring sometimes the termites, they swarm, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it just in the spring typically?
It is a very, very occasionally, John, we'll get a fall swarm, but it's compared to the spring swarm, it's nothing.
Right.
A majority of them are going to swarm. If you get a swarm, that means you've got a mature colony. Subterranean termite colony has to be maxed out to
Right.
swarm, and it means you've got problems.
Right.
One thing that happens a lot of the time is when that swarm leaves, people think their problem's gone.
Right.
That swarm was only about 5% of the colony, so the problem's still there.
So if you see swarming termites at your home, you can almost guarantee you've got termites around. They're there, and they hadn't left.
Did not leave, and the colony's mature. Not every colony swarms, so it means you've got a valid problem. Even if you can't see any evidence, you've got a problem that needs to be dealt with.
Are termites the number one, I guess, problem for a home as far as really creating serious damage in our area of the country?
Sure, that's a great question, John. They actually do more damage than fires and storms combined in America. The odds of getting termites in Middle Tennessee this year are about 1 out of 7 to 8.
Right.
So obviously our homeowners insurance doesn't help you a bit with it. They consider it preventable. So,
what's the number one precaution people can take from having termites?
Yeah.
Sleeping easy.
Yeah,
at night. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Obviously, John, whether it's us or whether it's someone else, there's nothing you can do better than just having your home preemptively treated. Don't rely on the pre-treat of the home. That's only good for a maximum of 5 years. So after a home gets 4 or 5 years old, just give yourself the peace of mind. A lot of times a preemptive treatment costs a lot less.
Right.
And then the annual renewals with us, it's just $60 to keep that up. And so it's just basically...
So basically for $60 a year, you're gonna basically guarantee I'm not going to have termites.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if for some reason I do, you're going to come out there and make sure.
We're going to retreat it at no cost to you.
cost.
That's exactly right.
And then if I go to sell my house and I have to get a letter.
The letter's absolutely free if you have that service.
Okay.
Now the initial investment's a little bit more,
Sure.
but not much
Right.
on that treatment with us. So.
Right. Well, that's awesome. What about ants? I tend to get ants at my house, and it's the only house I've ever had where I've had ants. But every year they come into my house. Is there really any way to keep them out?
You know, there are things you can do, John. If you have a lot of shrubbery close to your home, you can cut it backwards, not
Right.
touching the home, things like that. But basically, as with most insects, the best thing to do is just to get a professional company to take care of that for you. You know, that we can get products that you wouldn't be able to get over the counter.
Sure.
and take care of it right. So.
Right. Well, the good thing about ants is they don't typically eat your wood unless they're a carpenter ant, I guess.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of times in home inspections now, the home inspector will see wood or debris under a home that was probably left when the home was constructed.
Absolutely.
Those are targets for termites, aren't they?
Absolutely. If I had a home, I would make sure that I went in and got every bit of the debris out. Don't leave any debris laying up against your home or close to homes.
Like don't stack your firewood up next to your home.
Firewood needs to be about 40 feet away, and it needs to be off the ground, too. Make sure it's not directly on the ground, but lifted up off the ground on something.
Gotcha. That's good stuff. Man, thank you so much. Guys, if you want a great company with just people that do business the way everybody used to do business, just good old-fashioned customer service, taking care of people, appreciating their clients, call All-Time. They're a super company. I can't say enough great things about them. So here's their number. If you have any pest control needs, give them a call. Thanks.